I love all the new country you play.
Jay Brooks in the Morning Rush.
741, sunshine, you gotta love it. The wind has kind of died down the last couple of days anyway, so which is kind of nice. Had a little rain yesterday, kind of a dreary day. If you had a window in your office, you might want to go to sleep, take a nap. You know, it's kind of tough to work when you got a day like that, don't you, Pete?
Especially on a Monday, Jay.
Exactly. I know it. And then if you got a nice day like today, you go, man, it's too nice to be working inside. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, these spring days, they kind of get you excited for what's to come.
Yeah, is this considered a spring day?
Maybe. Well, it depends on. I think if I remember right, this is meteorological spring that starts March 1st.
Oh, really?
But, yes, but the calendar, I think I'm trying to see on the calendar on the wall over here. I think it's like the 21st or something like that. It starts. So, yeah, there is a meteorological spring. That's I think March, April, May, and then June, July, August are summer, and September, October, November, December, or something along those lines. But yeah, I just heard that this morning that meteorological spring starts March 1st.
So we're in that.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, that'll work. I mean, we had 70 degrees the other day, but we had a hurricane at the same time.
Yeah, it was. I was actually out of state. I was in North Dakota, but I was told how windy it was here, and it sounded pretty bad.
Man, I tell you what, it was like a tornado.
Yeah.
Just whipping through.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No.
Nope, not whatsoever. But hey, at least it was windy without 6 inches of snow falling.
Right. Yeah, we could be like out in California. Got 10. Did they get like 10 feet?
Something like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
California.
Up in the mountains.
That state could fall off.
Oh, it's a different world.
Yes, it is. But it's good that they're getting all that snow and not us.
Yeah, we need moisture, but now it's to the point where we think we'd rather get it as rain. So
yeah,
that would be the best approach.
Yeah, and not a lot of it at one time. Just a nice. We could go like a whole entire week of just a nice rain, no severe stuff. But yeah, my yard's cracked already.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been out looking on mine, so we'll have to check it out because it's you see some of the drought monitors and stuff, and we're what is it, extreme drought, I believe is what it's classified for us right now. So yeah, moisture would be a good thing.
Yes, it would. Farmers need a lot of it.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
So with this weather, I mean, everybody's kind of like waiting for the bottom to fall out and have 10 inches of snow. But I mean, what are you guys doing? What do you guys talk about in the shop? Going, well, what do we do today there, Bob?
Well, there is all kinds of maintenance to do. With a lot of the stuff is doing a lot of tree and brush clearing. There's stuff like that it's one of those things that you put on the list, and I think I've mentioned this before, where if you've got a slow day at home, you're like, oh, we've been wanting to do this forever,
right.
And we are actually able to get a lot of those tasks checked off. So that's a good thing. There's always guardrail repair or signs or work on culverts that need to be cleaned, or fence right-of-way fencing that needs to be fixed, or like I mentioned, the tree clearing and brush clearing. I talked to one of our supervisors up in the northeast part of the state, and he said we can always be out clearing brush. She said there's always brush that needs to be done. So they've been busy, and like I said, I do every once in a while in our conference rooms have a window, and I always see the trucks going out. So there's plenty to get accomplished, and it's not going to be long, and you are going to start seeing construction going on. Contractors are starting to contact us as far as getting meetings set up for projects. So it'll be starting in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that sounds good. David Mitchell, good morning. He made a comment there. You can always do that on the website as we're streaming this live at 98.7 Kiss Country Facebook page.
Yeah,
I bet that shop floor is pretty clean.
Probably. I haven't been down there, but yes, I'm guessing it is very clean.
What else do? You listen to 98.7 Kiss Country and sweep the floor.
Possibly. I am going to give you a heads up. We did start some work out at the Floyd interchange. We've got some small dirt work to do. It's off the road, and we'll be doing some seeding. There is I shouldn't say most, but a good chunk of the seeding got done last fall, but We still got to do seeding. We've got to remove those silt logs that you see that are out for erosion control. But then we also, the crossovers that we use during construction when traffic would move from one side to the other, we'll be removing those. And right now that is scheduled to start on March 18th. So what, a couple weeks? And that will mean a inside lane closure in both directions, but it should only be for about a week. So just a heads up on that, that'll be coming up. And it's also a good time to promote 511ia.org in the app, because like I said, construction is going to be starting probably a little bit earlier than normal this year. So be aware.
Yeah, just what we need, more flag and stop sign turner guys and gals.
It's progress, Jay. That's what progress looks like.
Well, yeah, it is, I suppose.
No, you can't have people driving through there if you want to get work done.
Very true. Very true. Do you ever have anybody drive through? I know when we had something going on down on the main street with Federal. Anybody ever drive through wet cement?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not common, but yes, it does happen.
Okay. What causes them to do that?
If you can answer that question, I think we'll all be a lot wiser. I have no idea, because there's always road closed signs, and and if you want to see a contractor move pretty quickly, try driving through wet cement or wet concrete or wet asphalt or whatever. Yeah, I don't think you want to be on the wrong end of that conversation.
On the receiving end.
Yes.
Man, because that's not cheap. And then to go back and repair it all, do you got to tear it all out, or you can't just fill in the tire tracks?
It depends on what stage it's at. If it's to the point where it's still pretty wet, maybe you can get in there and repair it with floats or trowels. But no, you're right. It's not a good thing. And, I haven't seen it. I know I saw it. I can't remember where it was a few years ago. Somebody walked through it. I've got a picture from a couple of years ago up in southern Minnesota where somebody drove through it. So, it happens, unfortunately. People just don't have any patience and don't listen and drive. All of a sudden, they're somewhere they really didn't expect to be. And from what I understand, since you go somewhere you're not supposed to be in a work zone, I don't believe your insurance covers you either. But I'm not positive on that. You'd have to check on your own policy.
Right. Well, back in the day, they would have done it for you at Mason City All Risk. They're all crop insurance now.
Yes, they are.
But well, I'm sure they could tell you if you had a question about that.
Be a good place to start.
Or if your car falls through your vehicle falls through the ice, because I think so. Water's out. Who declared that out? Was it in Clear Lake? Did they just declare that out?
Yep. I believe it's a water superintendent who clears that. Yeah, and I think it was yesterday that they declared ice out.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Ever. Yeah, it's nuts. Even up in North Dakota or western Minnesota, like the ponds or the sloughs.
Yeah.
When I went up on Friday, you could see that they had some ice on, but when I was coming home Monday, they were pretty much all open or very close to being all open. So it's not just here. It's a weird year.
Yeah, it is. For sure. But a great year for the Hawkeyes, girls basketball. We haven't talked about that yet, Pete.
Yeah, that was fun to watch on Sunday. It delayed my trip home. I stayed in North Dakota for a few extra hours to watch the game and then drove home.
Oh my gosh, she was off. Caitlin Clark, she was off, but she still came back and scored 30 points.
Yep, not a bad off day.
No, not bad at all.
and I think, I don't know if everybody is, because she's getting so much attention, which is well deserved. But they just knocked off the number 2 team in the nation.
Right.
And I don't want to say they dominated the game, but they kept it at their pace. So that was a big win, and it just goes to show what can happen when the others step up. Gabby Marshall hit some big shots, and Hannah Stuelke played really well.
Finally.
Kate Martin struggled a little bit in the first half, but then she had a big second half. And it's really good to hear that Molly Davis's injury isn't as bad as it looked. So that's good news.
Yeah, that was a knee injury. I think they were thinking it was ACL for a while.
Yep, but now it sounds like she's going to be doing some physical therapy this week, and hopefully she'll be ready to go for the postseason.
Well, and they're going to need all the scores to come out in the postseason to play like they did this past Saturday Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, because Caitlin can't do it alone, and she
No,
knows.
she cannot. Yeah, she does know that, and she was incredible with some of her passes again on Sunday. That one when Stalky was running the break and she threw it, and Stalky didn't break stride, put her one hand up, caught it, took a step, and laid it in. I mean, it was just it's incredible.
Yeah, unbelievable. They're a lot of fun to watch. They really are.
Yeah, they really are. So hopefully we've got several games left to watch.
Well, let's hope so.
Yep.
Let's hope so.
The Iowa men are making a push for the NCAA tournament. They've got a big game with Illinois coming up.
Yeah.
Iowa State men, they are going to scare anybody they play in the NCAA tournament. So it's going to be a fun March, like always. And Drake's playing well. UNI has really started to play much better, and it's going to be fun March. It always is, but it's a little bit more fun when you've got teams that are playing well.
Right, especially like the whole state of Iowa.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
No, not at all. Not at all. Carol says hi, Pete.
Hi, Carol.
So there you go. You can make comments and they get posted up on the video and all that good stuff too. So
hey, we also need to congratulate Lake Mills. They won their first round game of the state tournament yesterday, so they play again Wednesday in the semifinals. That's
awesome.
Pretty awesome for the Lake Mills boys basketball team. Hopefully they got a couple more wins left in them.
Yeah. Congratulations. The Four City, they're done, right? They were playing.
Yeah, the Four City girls got beat last week, so
yeah.
But I don't care. You make it to the state tournament, you've had a pretty impressive year.
Yeah, and representing North Iowa. That's good.
That's right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Really so congratulations on all that. So awesome, Pete. Anything else you got going on?
No, that's it. I just want to stress that the road workers are going to be out, and we've talked about the maintenance guys being out pretty much all winter, but you're going to start seeing the work zones pop up too. So be aware of that. Drive safely, slow down, and let everybody get home safely.
Yeah, and let's work on those potholes, Pete.
Hey, I think it's pretty good. We've been out doing what we can. So
have you?
Yes, we have. Have I? No, I have not. But our maintenance people have definitely been out.
Okay, all right. I'll take a picture next time I see one.
Make sure it's a state road. I don't want to hear any complaining about other roads, Jay.
I know. So we get that. I know I get that once in a while too from people go, "Hey, ask Pete this." I go, "Well, that's not. He doesn't take care of that road."
Right.
No, he doesn't. I mean, his department doesn't take care of that.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, we get that a lot. We get questions about county roads or city roads, and we'll give them the phone number that they need to call or email they need to send an email to. So yeah, that's fine. You got questions? If we can't answer them, we'll help you find the answers.
There you go. That's a service you get right there from the Iowa DOT.
Without a doubt.
Here with Pete Helmstead every Tuesday.
That's right.
So Pete, good to catch up with you, and we'll talk next week and see how many potholes are filled.
Not next week, but I'm on vacation.
What?
Yep, you're on your own.
You can take a break out of your vacation. You can't sit there. You can't tell me you don't work on your vacation.
Oh no, you're right. I can't tell you that, but I will not be up this early on my vacation. So
all right, fine. I see how important this is.
We'll talk to you in another week.
All right, okay. Sybil last week, you next week. So, all right.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, got to get ready. You're getting all
right.
Got to get refocused and reset to get into the old construction season.
That's right. We'll be ready.
All right. Oh, hey, big news too. Yesterday, also, Jason Kelsey officially retired.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that was really, really good for the NFL. He
was
a great ambassador, but I'm happy for him. He seems like a really, really cool guy. Just obviously don't know him, but just what you do know of him, he seems like he's a pretty good guy.
Told my brother, I said, the Kelsey brothers remind me a lot of us. My brother.
Okay.
So I'm the older brother, just like Jason. Travis is younger, and my brother's younger than me. he was watching their podcast. He goes, you know what? He said, this is scary, but he says, we are a lot alike.
Funny.
You know?
Yeah, I've never watched their podcast. I should probably do that.
Yeah. Jason likes to drink a little bit.
That's kind of the impression I've got at a few of those playoff games.
Yeah. So that's why Jason and I are a little bit alike.
Gotcha.
You know? We like to have a good time. So
Having fun is fun.
yeah, exactly. I probably would have done the same thing, jumped out of the booth and after having a couple of beers.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so congratulations to Jason Kelsey. He was fun to watch, even though I hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
But he's going to go straight to the front of the line on this Hall of Fame thing.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's kind of
Yeah.
cool. I saw this morning that the Kansas City Chiefs even put something out congratulating him and said, even though you never played for us, we feel like you're a part of the Chiefs family or something like that. So I thought that was pretty classy.
Yeah, because he drank beer and jumped out of the booth and party with Taylor Swift.
He was probably their second most famous fan throughout the playoffs in the Super Bowl.
Probably. Yeah. So anyway, big hats off to him. So
Yes, without a doubt.
maybe he'll take a year off and come back and play for the Kansas City Chiefs. Who knows?
I'm guessing you're going to see him in a NFL studio or broadcast booth very soon.
But he better do it his way, just like Pat McAfee.
Right. Yes,
You know,
I
'cause-
have no doubt.
yeah, because the New Heights podcast doing pretty well.
Yes, it is. It's doing
It's like
very
the-
well.
It's like the number one sports podcast out there.
Yep. Yeah, that is cool.
And Pete, they don't do anything different than what you and I do, except
I
they
know.
swear more than we do.
And they're a little bit more well known, I think.
Exactly, they are. They're like Jay and Pete. Who?
Exactly.
All right, Pete. Have yourself a wonderful week. All right.
All right, you do the same, Jay.
That's the good stuff.